Yes. Welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm sorry. I'm Ranj. Today I'll be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 55. Main card fights. We're getting into it. Get into the main card fights. Be sure to check out the two videos I did actually on Monday covering 6 prelim fights. All 6. I did all of them one shot because I've had a busy week. Last night I had my son's chorus concert, and that's why I couldn't do it today. And on Tuesday, my son had an art project, so I couldn't do it Tuesday either. So I had an art show on Tuesday, chorus concert last night. Family comes first. But here we are Thursday night. I'm going to give you the 3 more fights of the main. Get out of here. Main card. Just leaving the co and main events for tomorrow if I decide as such. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Without further ado, let's get into this. We've got a middleweight fight between Eryk, your boy, not your boy Ebays, not your boy Ebays, but Eryk, your boy Anders, taking on Yong Park, the Iron Turtle. Not so iron since he's been knocked out. But still, here we go. Eryk Anders comes in here, 35 years old. Yong Park is 31, so already Yong Park a little bit of an age advantage. Nothing really doing because it's we're at middleweight, so this type of weight or this type of weight class age isn't that much of a factor because look at Glover Teixeira's 42. It was that light heavyweight champ, so there you have that. Anyway, we're going to talk about the favorite here. Yong Park, minus 205. He did open up as a minus 220. Line has moved a little bit, meaning money's coming in on Yong Park. Let me just turn down the trapeze a little bit. You got it, Nor? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, right there, the meter on the YouTube. No, use the mouse. I could do it. You want me to do it? I'll do it. I got it, Nor. No, yeah, that's why I want to do it. Now you gotta listen to a commercial probably. Yep, I knew it. See that? Here's the volume. Right there. Just keep it right there. Alright. Sorry about that. Unedited. That's how I do. Unedited, completely authentic. Authenticity is the key to my homegrown vids. Anyway, back to this. Yong Park training out of Korean top team. You know who his main training partner is? Da-un-jung. Yes, you heard me right. Da-un-jung is getting ready for a fight with Dustin Jacoby. That's in July, late July, somewhere around then. However, he has been training at on Instagram. He's been posting videos at the UFC Performance Institute, where he's coincidentally he's training with Michel Pereira. Michel Pereira actually, Yong Park beat him back in the day, I think. Am I right? No, I'm sorry. I got a different, wrong guy. My bad. I was talking about Duško, but we'll get into that later. Right now, Yong Park, he's actually his Instagram pictures at the UFC Performance Institute. He's training with Albert Duryev. That's right. And the rest he brought in like 5 people, coaches, and a couple other fighters from Korean top team. But I noticed Albert Duryev is in that mix on his pictures on Instagram for Yong Park. He is the Ninja Turtle. That's his Instagram name, Ninja Turtle 1991. He's coming off a loss to Gregory Rodriguez where pretty much you got to drop the iron out of your Iron Turtle name because Gregory Rodriguez got a standing TKO in round 2 over Jun Park. Before that, he had a nice win against Tabatha and Njokuani. Unanimous or majority decision there. And before that, he beat John Phillips. John Phillips, who crushed, what's his name? He crushed, another guy in this card, Alan Amadovsky. John Phillips is the one that his last fight took him out in like 14 seconds, round 1. Not Jun Park, though. Jun Park beat John Phillips. Unanimous decision. Before that, he beat Marc-Andre Barriault. Unanimous decision. And prior to that, he did take a loss to Anthony Fluffy Hernandez by Anaconda choke in round 2. Fluffy's his nickname. Hernandez is his last name. So anyway, Jun Park is 3-2 in his last 5. Not bad for the Korean out of Korean top team. Now his opponent Eryk Anders, your boy. You know your boy does have an NCAA college football trophy in his living room from when he played linebacker over at the University of Alabama for the Crimson Tide. Everybody knows that's old news there. Good news is he's training out of Fight Ready with Eddie Cha and the boys over there, improving his camp, improving his striking, because that's where he does. This is a case of like athleticism versus skill. Eryk, your boy Anders will be the more athletic. Like, he's got the bigger frame. He should be. I don't know. I know he used to be the stronger fighter, but from what I've learned from these cappers, I guess there's some interviews out there where he's looking awfully skinny. And I know when he played football, he was well over he was like 230 pounds. Now he's fighting at 185, and I don't know if from what I heard, late interviews more recently, looking skinny, not. It was, and he said skinny. It wasn't like lean, muscular lean. It was thin, like skinny, which is, who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen him in a bit. Last time I did see him, he lost to Andre Muniz by armbar round 1, and that was Andre Muniz. That was easy money for me because I think Andre Muniz is at a whole nother level. I'm a big fan. Before that, he had a couple back-to-backs with Darren Stewart. The first fight of Darren Stewart was poor fight IQ. He did a legal knee round 1. Coincidentally, it was the week after Yong got disqualified for doing it to Aljo. You'd think you'd learn something from watching other people's mistakes, but nonetheless, Eryk Anders went in there. He was winning too. He had Darren Dentist Stewart up against the cage. He was taking care of business, but then, I'll give you a knee to the head when you're down. It's poor fight IQ there. So they rematched that, and in the rematch, I'll tell you what, Darren Stewart was actually, I think, in my head, he was up right up until there was an eye poke, and that's what kind of like woke up Eryk Anders, and that's when he turned it on and started using his presence, and he managed to get unanimous decision. But it was a much closer fight, where the first fight against Darren Stewart, if he didn't knee him in the head, he would have took him out. I think if he didn't take him out, it would have definitely been a clear unanimous decision. However, he did get the decision over Darren Stewart after that, so I guess props to you there. Prior to the Darren Stewart double fight, he had a loss to Krzysztof Jotko, but who doesn't lose to that guy? Everybody's losing to him, and it was a unanimous decision. And before that, he beat GM3, the legend Gerald Meerschaert, by split decision. So Eryk Anders, your boy, he's 2-2 and 1 no contest in his last 5. As I said, he does have the athleticism, and he'll be the bigger guy in there with a 3-inch height advantage and a 2-inch reach advantage over the Iron Turtle. Jun Park. This is going to be an interesting fight. Athleticism, skill. Okay? But the athleticism might be now coexisting with some skill that he got from his new fight camp over at Fight Ready. I'm just saying that's a good facility. Fight Ready does make champions. Okay, here we go. Starting with Winston, you gotta move a little bit, buddy. There you go. Starting with the favorite in Jun Park, we've got taking Jun Park. We've got both the Fight Night Pick brothers, Matt and Craig Allen, on the side of Jun Park. Both guys from Sheerdog. Sheerdog has their own channel, and it's guys Ed Duffy and Keith Shillian. Both of them in agreement. The links, you guys, the links will be in the description. Check all these guys out. They wouldn't make my show if they were talking out of their ass. They know what they're talking about. No? Both of them are saying by decision for Park. And then we've got James Lynch, interviewer extraordinaire. James Lynch, I would argue, him and John Hyun Ko are the two top interviewers. I think they're levels above John Morgan from MMA, but I'm kind of biased. I don't like John Morgan because my buddy Vlad from CNC Celebrities and Classics, UFC Celebrities Classics, he doesn't like John Morgan either, so that's I kind of persuade, you know. So I'm a little biased there for no reason. I'm not a big fan of John Morgan. Then we've got Ray from MMA Pick'ems. Ray said by decision here. Oh boy, you see how this is going. And Triple P certified this. We've got the boys from Perfect Parlay Pursuit. That's Dan, Luke, and Alex all certifying this. This is a Triple P certified pick for Jun Park. And you know what, just to cap it off, I know I usually stop at 5, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, so I cannot leave one of my biggest supporters out. The Bulgarian Cowboy Vlad is also taking Jun Park. So UFC Celebrities and Classics, big supporter of my family and my YouTube channel. It's Nora's favorite handicapper, Vlad, also taking Jun Park. So this is a full capper consensus. I guess I'm gonna have to do the dance by myself. A full capper. Oh man, I guess I really am. Oh, a full capper consensus is what?
When I pick one side of the whiteboard.
Yeah, you couldn't say that. You sounded like you have a mouthful of marbles saying that.
I have a stuffy nose.
It's when all the handicappers are in agreement, and in this case, everybody is taking Jun Park to beat Eryk, your boy Anders. He is a 2-1 favorite, so it's kind of a given right there. I too am gonna go side with the Korean. I was honestly, when I found out that Eryk Anders was at Fight Ready, I did consider taking him, but even with all the training in the world, can't get. I mean, you can only get so much. Jun Park's definitely more skilled. Hey. All right. He's a more technical fighter. Eryk Anders' path to victory would be to get a power punch, and then when I hear people saying, "Oh, I watched his last interview, Eryk Anders looking skinny, not looking as powerful as he used to be when he first came into the scene." So I'm going to take Jun Park to get the decision after getting the volume in punches, and Junior Park has better wrestling too. So if it does go to the ground, I see Junior Park having full control of the fight, no matter where it goes. I don't see him submitting Anders, but it's possible, I guess. But yeah, I'm taking Junior Park on this fight. So moving on.
I have a cold.
I know. I think I might be catching your cold too. Moving on, we have the strawweight female fight between Polyana Viana, Dama de Ferro, taking on Tabatha Ricci. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark. Anyway, Viana comes in as a slight underdog. This was lined a lot closer. I think I've originally written down Viana was plus 105, Tabatha Ricci minus 125. Now money's been coming in on Ricci. That's why the line is widened a little bit more. Still pretty close, fairly close. Polyana Viana is at plus 114 with a record of 12 wins, 4 losses. Taking on Tabatha Ricci, no relation to Christina. Tabatha Ricci, 6 wins and only 1 loss. So Viana with a more experienced fighter here. However, Tabatha Ricci only has 1 loss, and that loss was on short notice, moving up a weight class against the beast, the French chick, as Caitlin Chukagin would say, the French chick Manon Ferro. Manon Ferro is a contender for the strap in the flyweight division. This is back at strawweight, Ricci's weight class. Polyana Viana will be the bigger girl here, having 4-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage over Tabatha Ricci. Tabatha Ricci, training out of Paragon BJJ. That is her. I believe it's her family-owned gym, because I checked out both these girls' Instagram. Coincidentally, Ricci, her Instagram, last update, I think when I checked, I do want to believe it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, where it shows her with the girls from Paragon BJJ. There's like she's posing with like, I want to say 3 other female black belts, representing black belts for sure. And that is in Santa Barbara, California too, for the Brazilian. Whereas in Polyana Viana, she updated recently as well, but not training. It's all like TikToks and stupid little dance things and little TikTok meme type Instagram-y, media videos, not training. I will admit, Tabatha Ricci does have a couple promotional things. She's got some sort of exercise band that she's promoting, but it's only a short. It's good. It's good for you. You should do that more often. You tone up your legs and your buttocks. But she's promoting. She's got her Baby Shark stretchy band fight. I don't even know what they're called, but I think she's a sponsor for some sort of exercise equipment. Whereas in Polyana Viana, doing mega TikToks, doing like snap and boom, she's all done up in makeup. She's doing there's pictures weeks ago of her posing with a couple training partners. I don't believe it's anyone I recognize. Tabatha Ricci, though, has been known to be training with Mackenzie Dern. I did hear that from a capper, and I can't recall exactly what the date was on her Instagram last post, but still. Interesting note about Tabatha Ricci, though. Okay, let's talk about her last 5. I already mentioned her loss to Manon Ferro. After that, though, she bounced back with a unanimous decision win over Maria Oliveira. That was back at strawweight, her weight class. That Manon Ferro fight, I'm telling you, it was stacked. Odds were stacked against her. She was short notice, moving up a weight class, and Manon Ferro's a beast. And you know what? Manon Ferro was not able to take her out in the first round. Tabatha Ricci showed her grit. She showed her will. She did not quit. She did get standing TKO round 2, but she didn't fall. The ref just said stop, punch her in the face. And that was her UFC debut though. So, I mean, come on. Before that, she was in LFA where she beat Shauna Ormsby by TKO in round 2. And before that, get this. This is what's wicked cool. Like, it got me going into a little bit of a rabbit hole. She was in a custom rules fighting event called Seiza. It's a Japanese promotion, and I was checking it out. Seiza, it's like there's no cage. It's more of a...
Does this look like a shark?
Looks like a baby shark. Anyway, Seiza looks like... It's like a high school wrestling mat. Like, it's a big circle. There is boundaries. Big circle. The ref has like the Japanese ceremonial referee outfit on. I saw 2 fights on YouTube. I was checking out, like, what is this crap? This custom rules fighting. And the one fight, it was both uploaded from some Indian guy from Nepal who's a fan of one of these international fighters. What it is like, I think it was around 2017. It was started, this Japanese fighting system, Seiza, and it means way of the warrior. Anyway, awesome. Anyway, so I guess international teams from different countries, that's what international means, I know, I get it. There's people that represent different countries. Women, it's all women. And,
Dad.
what? I see Nora. They go in there and they fight. They have rules. It's like there's takedowns. There's not pins, but after you're on your back for so long, the ref started counting. I don't know if he was doing it in Japanese. I think because I didn't listen to it with volume, but he started counting, and then all of a sudden the girl managed to get off her back. And I don't know. And Tabatha Ricci she has plenty of fights in there. And she does have her one, before the Manifirola, she has one loss in there against this girl named Nori Date. She lost by Ipan. I think Ipan means TKO. Because then she bounced back and had another fight where she won by 3-point Ipan. I think that means a bigger, better TKO. Coincidentally, that Nori Date, if you look, that was the 3rd fight of that day. These are tournaments. They fight, like I checked it out. The first fight in that tournament there for the Seiza, Tabatha Ricci beat this girl named, what was her name? Hana, I think. Hana Date. I think it was Nori's little sister. Nori Date is a Japanese girl that beats Tabatha Ricci and Seiza, which is just... Anyway, I did end up going down this rabbit hole. I still don't know all the rules and everything, but it's cool stuff. And coincidentally, I recognize the girl that's on those Seiza cards, Julia Stoliarenko. Of course, she's never going to fight Tabatha Ricci. She's like featherweight, so 145 pounds. She's a bigger weight class. But still, it was interesting to check that Seiza out. Go ahead, check it out. It's also known as Girls Budo Entertainment. So, female Japanese fighting, where it's a combination of kickboxing, wrestling, judo throws, BJJ submissions. It's all about all that.
Dad, look at that girl excited.
But I think the base, most of those girls that I saw in their fighting, well, Stoliarenko, you know her deal, Miss Armbar Queen.
That girl
But-
is sausage.
Yep, go play. Come on, I'm trying to do a video. You keep interrupting me. I think they're all mostly kickboxing and Muay Thai backgrounds for all that Seiza stuff. Anyway, I love that stuff, that Tabatha Ricci, that she did that. Custom rules Seiza representing Brazil over in Japan. Full cards of all Japanese girls, Christina Ricci and Julia Stoliarenko. Weird. But anyway, if you got a minute, go check it out. So in her last, she's 6-1. She's got that one loss to Manafiro. So in her last 5, And those custom rules Seiza fights don't even count. If you want to count them, she'd be 12-2. Because I think she's got like 6 wins there, and that 1 loss to Nori Date. But anyway, we're gonna go with what Tapology says. They don't count. Those Seiza fighting don't count. Let's talk about Polyana Viana, the underdog here. Dama de Ferro. She's coming off a win against Mallory Martin, armbar, round 1. Okay, before that, she beat Emily Shipmeyer. What are you looking at me for? Emily Whitmire, Spitfire, Quitmire. And by armbar, round 1. Okay, so she got a couple lackluster victories by armbar. But she's not going to catch Tabatha Ricci in an armbar. Tabatha Ricci is training with black belts and is a black belt herself. However, Polyana Viana does have some world BJJ competitions, trophies, ribbons, whatever, on her fireplace mantle as well. She does have that in her background. Then she's got them hanging in her trophy closet. I don't know. Before the 2 back-to-back armbars against Emily Whitmire and Mallory Martin, she did get beat by an armbar from Veronica Macedo. That's not a good look. How I don't know. How is she going to be a BJJ expert and get caught by Veronica Macedo's a striker, if I'm correct. Anyway, and before that, she lost a split decision to Hannah Cyphers, no longer UFC. I used to be a big fan of Hannah. Hannah Cyphers had that country girl strength. She's like a farm girl. I loved it. I loved Hannah Cyphers. Yeah, Hannah Cyphers, after that win against Polyana Viana, she went on a 4-fight skid and kicked out of the UFC. But so not a good look losing to Hannah Cyphers, even though it was a split decision. And before that, she lost to JJ Aldrich. JJ Aldrich, she's middling. I guess she can crack into the top 15, I suppose. But what Polyana does have going for her is she's training at a Tata fight team. I met Tata Duarte back when I was in Philadelphia, when I was training at Balanced Jiu-Jitsu.
You were in Philadelphia?
Yes, way before you were born. And I met Tata came there, and this is before he had like surgeries, he had like gastric bypass surgery, because he used to be real big, like he used to be like well over 200. He's like 240 pounds rolling around out there just being a BJJ technician, just tapping everybody, being fat, doesn't matter. Then he went back to Brazil, had the gastric bypass. I think that happened like 2005 or something, and now he's Tata Duarte thin version. But anyway, I have big props to Tata fight team. Polyana Viana trains out of there, okay? She also, another thing going for her, she's got 4-inch height and 5-inch reach advantage over the baby shark. Interesting enough, also in her background, back in 2015, she has a win over Amanda Hebas in Jungle Fights. That was during her, when she was streaking, getting jiu-jitsu trophies and stuff. So, I think this is going to be an interesting fight. Tabatha Ricci is slightly younger. She's 27. Polyana, 29. Let's see what the cappers have to say in this one, starting with the favorite in Tabatha Ricci. We've got Triple P certified. This girl, actually Luke originally was on Viana, Polyana Viana, but Dan and Alex convinced him to go with them to making this Triple P certified for Tabatha Ricci. I like it, boys. I like it. Then jumping over, taking Polyana Viana, James Lynch. Interesting. James Lynch believes Viana can get the submission here because she is coming off back-to-back arm bars, but that was against Mallory Martin and Emily Whitmire. So it's not like, they're not, I don't believe either one of those girls are BJJ black belts. She's not going to pull that crap with Tabatha Ricci, I'll tell you that. Then we've got the boys Duffy and Chilean from Sure Dog. Both those guys on the side of Tabatha Ricci. Ray from MMA Pick'em's podcast. He's saying Viana will get the decision using her height and reach advantage to outstrike and out volume and out point Ricci. I don't know. Ricci's quick. If she gets on the inside, she's going to have the more volume. But Viana does have the bigger frame, and she's gonna be the bigger female in there. So interesting. And Vlad, he didn't pick a side, which I can't stand when he doesn't pick a side. He said fight starts round 3. Come on, Vlad, what's that? Minus 400 on fight? It's a female fight. The over 2.5 is minus 160. So the fight to start, crank that up another. So it's probably about 200 something, minus 2 something. I'm just saying. So Vlad, he doesn't have a pick for this. So the tiebreaker is going to be Matt and Craig Allen from Fight Night picks, and they're both jumping on the side of Baby Shark, Baby Shark, Tabatha Ricci to get the victory there over Polyana Viana. And if you can't tell by my bias breakdown, despite my love for the Tata fight team, I was on the fence. I flip-flopped. I texted Mbae. I'm like, what's going on with this fight? Who do you have? She's originally taken Viana, but I think through our texts, I think I convinced her to jump on the side of Ricci as well. I'm sticking with Ricci despite her size disadvantage. I mean, she stepped up in competition, took Manon Fiorot on 4 days' notice, jumping up a weight class, and held her own in the first round, and she would have stuck it out the second round if the ref didn't stop it. Standing TKO. It's not like she got knocked out. So I'm gonna go with Ricci to get it done here. Female fight, probably decision, or I mean submission is also on the table there. But Viana does have a black belt of her own, so I think she did get armbarred by Veronica Macedo, but I think that was kind of fluky. I think she can defend whatever Ricci brings to her, but I think Ricci's going to be the more aggressive fighter, get more volume, and if it goes to the ground, she's been training. Check her Instagram. She's been training with black belts. Viana's been dancing TikToks and stuff. So hella TikToks too. That's what Mbae said. Oh, mucho TikToks. A lot of TikToks. I don't watch TikTok. I watch YouTube Shorts, which are a lot of TikTok videos, and Instagram, but I don't, TikTok, I'll be in that. If I start watching that, I'll get nothing accomplished because I'll just be sucked in, just watching. That's what happens, YouTube Shorts and Instagram. Just sucked in, starts moving. But anyway, I'm on the side of Tabatha Ricci here. I made up my mind. That's why I'm sticking to it. Bets have been placed already with Tabatha Ricci. Okay, so moving on. Next we have the interesting middleweight fight between Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani. Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani, brother of Anthony Njokuani from way back in the WEC days, Bellator, all that good stuff. Chidi Njokuani comes in, 33 years old, as the minus 230 favorite with a record of 21 and 7 losses, but he is on a nice 3-fight win streak. And Duško Todorović. Duško, 11 and 2. So Chidi definitely a lot more experience, but Duško also coming off a nice win of his own. So let's start talking about Chidi Bang Bang. He trains out of Seksun Janjura Muay Thai. He is a extremely good kickboxer. He's got, I don't know the exact number, but I've heard cappers say roughly about anywhere. I've heard some of them say 20 something. I've heard the highest number I heard was 60. I can't verify it, but I guess he has like 60 kickboxing fights under his belt. If anybody in the chat knows the exact number of his kickboxing record, go ahead and throw it in there. I'd love to. Like I said, I've heard different numbers thrown around. I don't know which one is true, but he does have a lot of kickboxing in his past, and he's very good at it. Very good kickboxer. He's also supposedly is a BJJ black belt. I haven't seen it, so who's to know? But yeah, I guess like Sure Dog that Keith Chillian's like, so they say he's gonna say he's got a black belt, but when he said it like in a kind of really, I don't know, like a weird way. Because he has losses. Well, let's go through his last 5. Most recently, he knocked out Marc-Andre Barrio, 16 seconds of round 1 in his UFC debut. Fantastic win for him there. Before that, he beat Mario Souza, ground and pound, round 3. That was in Dana White's Contender Series. And before that, he was in the LFA where he beat Christian Torres with a knee to the body in round 2. And before that, though, he lost to a unanimous decision to Rafael Carvalho in Bellator. And here we go. He lost to John Salter. Rear naked choke, round 1. I think that might have been Bellator. I'm not 100% sure, but that is not a good loss to have. John Salter is not like I'm pretty sure he is not a BJJ black belt. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But Chidi will have a huge reach advantage, 6-inch reach advantage, 2-inch height advantage, nothing much going there, but 3 inches on each side. That's an extension like that on each of his arms. That he could, if he's smart and he uses his kickboxing, which the bookies seem to think he's going to, he can keep Duško at range, out volume, out strike him. Duško Todorović, Thunder. He's training out of Sekitor MMA, that's in Serbia. He is a Taekwondo black belt, a BJJ black belt, and he has Serbian grappling championship trophies adorning his display case of ribbons, whatnot. I don't know. He's the one. He does have a win over Michel Pereira in his past. It was quite a while ago, but coincidentally, his Instagram shows pictures at the UFC Performance Institute training with Michel Pereira. Maybe because they've known each other in the past, they fought each other, Duško beat him. Also, he's got people that he brought in from Sekitor, a bunch of Serbians. I could tell by their name, and but I don't recognize any of the names. But I could tell that they're Serbian descent. They're part of that Sekitor team, Team Sekitor, and Michel Pereira. In a picture, check his Instagram. His other Instagram pictures show him with his beautiful girlfriend and him looking like a dork. He is kind of a dork, and when he poses, he's kind of dorky. I don't know, Duško. But he's coming off a win over Coconut Bombs, Maki Patolo, ground and pound, round 1, sending him out of the UFC into a lesser promotion, Tough Enough. Before that, he lost to RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez. Not a bad loss. Gregory Rodriguez also beat Jooyoung Park. Gregory Rodriguez was one of my unranked contender contest picks, but then he took a loss back in March. I forgot to who. Before the Gregory Rodriguez loss, he lost to Punahele Soriano, which I'm glad he did, because I did pick Punahele and I was kind of sweating that. Punahele managed to get him out with punches in round 1. Punahele I hold him in high regard. He's a good fighter, man. He's a Hawaiian State high school wrestling champ. He's got very good striking. He's got that Hawaiian grit. He's tough. So took that loss. In Duško's UFC debut, he did beat Daquan Townsend, ground and pound, round 2. In Dana White Contender Series, he beat a guy named Teddy Ash, unanimous decision. And as I mentioned, he does have that win against Michel Pereira back in the Serbian regionals. called Serbian Battle Championships. So interesting. Duško, 28 years old. Njokuani is 33, so a little bit of age advantage there. Njokuani though, that big tail of the tape, height and reach advantage. Here's the thing though, Njokuani's a better striker, definitely better kickboxing. Duško likes to fight on his feet. He likes striking. And he's gonna end up, and he has crap defense, striking defense. He keeps his head out there, keeps his arms low. He doesn't. He's durable, but do not be eating the punches of Njokuani. And if he does that, he's destined to lose, and that line should be right. However, I did mention he's got a BJJ black belt, Taekwondo black belt, and Serbian grappling championships. Grappling. So if his coaching, I don't know who's the coach is out of Secutor MMA, but if his coaching's tight, they're gonna tell him, take this dude to the ground. Njokuani will not have an answer on the ground. I know he supposedly has a black belt, but from what I heard, it's not a Gracie black belt. I don't know who he got it from or whatever, whatnot. But the dude has holes in his ground game. I watch Capper picks. This is the consensus. This is what they're saying. Nobody, not only one. I'm gonna show the Capper picks, but I watched more than just this. What's on the show, and I could barely find anyone taking Duško, even though I really want to, because if he uses that wrestling, he could win this fight and win plus money, almost 2-1. So anyway, let's throw these cappers down, get this board dirty. Starting with Chidi Bang Bang. We've got Vlad, UFC Celebrities and Classics, Nora's favorite, the Bulgarian Cowboy, taking Chidi. Then we've got Triple P certified list. Look at all three of these picks are Triple P certified. Right here's lock it in. Here's a 3-leg parlay for Triple P certification. And they went 4-0 on their Triple P certified picks. So right here, this should be a lock. Ricci, Njokuani, and Jung Park. Lock it in. Then we've got Ray from MMA Pick'ems. He's saying Njokuani will get the knockout round 1. Oh, pooping right on Todorović. Duško. I think it's Duško. Duško Todorović. Then we got James Lynch. Also taking Njokuani. He said, or was it? Oh man, I watched so many different cappers. I get them mixed up. Fight Night Pick Brothers. Both of them on Njokuani. And finally, the guys from Sure Dog. This is where it's a little messy because Ed Duffy, I think is his name, he picked Njokuani by KO in round 1. However, Sure Dog, Keith, I don't know if I'm spelling this right, but it's like Shillian. Keith Shillian is on the side of Todorović at plus money. He's on the side of Todorović saying, he said, if Todorović has enough smart fight IQ, he'll bring this fight to the ground where he's going to be able to edge out control time and possibly a submission over Njokuani. I mean, Njokuani did get the rear naked choke by John Salter. However, I did hear, if you watch Clint Die Hard MMA podcast, he had Matt Holt on there. Matt Holt happens to be friends with Njokuani's coach. That's why he's like, don't take my pick, it's biased. But I guess the coach of Njokuani, I forgot I didn't write his name down or nothing. If I would have, if I, displayed him on this show, but he's not. Anyway, check out Clint Dyer MMA podcast, their breakdown of this. Matt Holt said Njokuani has a new love for fighting. That's why he's on this streak. So, but you know what? Todorović is a professional fighter too. Come on, all these guys would not be fighting if they didn't love it. But I know what he's saying though. Some people they just end up, it just becomes more, instead of a passion, it becomes a job. But Njokuani, it's now regained as a passion. His heart is more into it. For those reasons, I'm gonna reluctantly go with Njokuani. However, I've already made some parlays, and I've already put Todorović in there because I did. Before I do these shows, I do quick pick, like who do I want, and then I was thinking, Serbian grappling champion, Njokuani, self-proclaimed black belt. So I'm going to take Njokuani to get it done by knockout because Todorović does keep his head out there to get hit. He is durable, but Njokuani's got some strength and he's got that really deep voice. I can't do it. But so I'm going to take him by knockout. I don't know which round. However, I will hedge bet. Where is it? I'll put it right here. Hedge bet Todorović. I will throw a hedge bet on him at plus 195. He's worth a half a unit in my eyes, and plus I'll have Njokuani in this parlay that I just mentioned, same parlay as Triple P certified parlay here. This three fight parlay. I'm gonna keep Njokuani in it. However, I will put a hedge on Todorović because then if these win out and he happens to win, cha-ching, I will get that at plus 195, and I'll at least recover some of my loss if Njokuani does choke. If he wins, I got the parlay win plus money. That's all I do is plus money bets. I rarely, if at all, do negative money bets. So there you have it. To recap. Time check indeed, and I am way over because I was yapping. So to recap, I've got Iron Turtle, Yong Park, beating Eryk, your boy Anders, by decision. He's just the more technical guy, and he's better wrestler. He's better stand up. Anders. His path to victory is pin him up against the cage, maybe control him against the cage, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold him there, and drop some bombs. But if he's skinny like people are saying, and I saw Junior Parks looking good in his Instagram, looking pretty tight with his Korean top team buddies and Albert Duryev. Weird, right? Anyway, and then I've got Baby Shark Christina Ricci beating Polyana Viana by decision. Christina Ricci's training while Polyana Viana's doing TikTok videos. Christina Ricci's, got the black belt she's been training with. I heard Mackenzie Dern. I didn't see her in the picture, but she had a picture. She went home. And that's what she's calling home, Paragon. Is it called Paragon?
Oh.
Yeah, Paragon, BJJ, and she has a picture of her dad sitting there in his jiu-jitsu gi, and she's sitting next to her daddy. That's cute. And then she's got another picture with the girls at Paragon, like 3 or 4 girls. They all sporting the black belts. So get it in Tabatha Ricci. I like Tabatha Ricci on there. And finally, I'm reluctantly taking Chidi and Njokuani, but I will put a hedge bet on Duško Todorović, and I do have him already in a couple degenerate parlays, but my pick on Tapology will be Njokuani. I think he's probably going to win. He's probably going to win by KO, But I will be happy if Duško does manage to pull this one off and beat Chidi and Njokuani. I don't like the line. Njokuani will go into this parlay, but Todorović will be on a hedge bet. And as I already mentioned, he's already in parlay. So there you have it. Gather the info. Place those bets and cash those tickets. Thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Go ahead, fill the comments with who you think's gonna win here. And tomorrow, Friday, Dave cannot be in attendance for my live stream video, so it might just be me, myself, and I. Maybe I can ask Mbe, but I know as of lately she's been doing a lot of things. She's busy with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's not a big fan of MMA handicapping videos with other dudes. Whatever, it is what it is. So, and I know Blood Money's got to work, but maybe I can gather a guest for tomorrow. But I know Dave has to take his son to a basketball tournament. It's going to be all night, so he's not going to be in attendance tomorrow for the live stream. However, I will still do it. Even if I do it by myself, I'll do it. So I hope to see you guys in the chat, where I'll go through, where I can go through the entire card after watching the weigh-ins and face-offs, so I can have a good look. I want to see how Parker Porter looks compared. And yeah, so anyway, I will be doing live stream even if it's by myself, so tune in for that. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, bye.